Alrighty.
Okay, what do we want to talk about? Oh,
Yo,
hello.
Hi.
Hello.
well, we got a special guest here for what episode is this? Is this like one or zero?
This is the
Episode
first. Yeah.
Episode 0.
No,
Ah.
it's 1.
We
don't
did
talk
a
about episode
zero.
We don't
We
talk
did
about
zero.
episode
Okay.
Zero was a bit of a flop. Wasn't our
I see.
greatest moment.
All right, special guest, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Jacob. Otherwise known as WYHI on OSU.
Holy shit, we have the real one key.
Holy
Please
shit!
do.
Yes.
Please do.
OSU extraordinaire. Been playing the game since I was 12. Technically. Not actively, but
Technically.
yeah.
So this is your 10th anniversary.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
11th.
It's my 10th year. So like for my 10th year of having registered my account, I finally made OWC.
Wait, what
Pick
the
a
hell?
hot-
That's actually-
Took a hot minute.
That's a pretty
that's
good rate.
insane.
So your
Yeah.
life has been going downhill for 10 years, is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, well, okay, because like back in high school, or whatever. When my first couple years, it was like I was like casual Andy, right? And then yada yada yada. School went by, and then college hit, right? And then the pandemic hit, and like with all this free time in 2019, 2020, and I was like, I wonder how far I could take it, because like my friends had always told me, wow, you're pretty good at OSU, but like on the inside, I knew I was kind of bad, you know. Wasn't the best. I was like ranked like 20k for hella long.
Dude, we all had that phase.
Yeah.
You know, oh my god. I met Tabby when I was 20k. Holy shit.
I remember meeting Tabby when I was like 8K in some lobby, and I think he was 3-digit, and he had a banner saying, "I can't stream 180 BPM."
I feel like I remember
what a
that.
liar.
I remember meeting him right when I hit 5-digit. I think I was 80k when I met him.
Yeah, quite a liar.
He is quite a liar, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the past 3 years, I popped off. I think.
Yeah.
Past three and a half years or so. Yeah, sounds about right.
So,
I would say so.
I guess, what did you do before OSU? Or what did you do alongside it? Or like, what did you do?
Oh my god, I played music. I was a band kid.
What instrument?
What instrument? I played. Okay, so
All of them.
when I started in middle school on the saxophone, and then when I entered high school, I started playing bassoon, and then I played bassoon for like 6 years. And then I picked up trumpet on the side and mellophone, so I could do marching band in the USA. and I did all that in like the span of like 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Christ.
All those years of inactivity in OSU, relatively speaking, like my very quiet years was spent practicing in practice rooms in the band room.
So you were a professional. you might
Devoted.
say.
I was not a professional. Oh, actually,
You were-
honestly, I
You
think
were one of the best.
I aspired to be. I aspired to be. Yeah,
You're telling me you dropped the bassoon?
I did.
Yeah,
Drop
that
the
must have been
bassoon
pretty
for OWC.
expensive. Sorry.
That's-
Okay.
Bassoon is so. I don't know, man.
It's the best instrument of all band instruments.
Yeah, it's great. It's just that like the upkeep of playing a bassoon is insane. Like
Yeah.
like I had to learn how to like whittle and make my own reeds. like
That's
really?
miserable.
literally like I was like using a hand knife and hand carving the reeds that I'd play on to like make music
That's
on the
sick.
bassoon.
That's
Why
sick.
couldn't
man.
you just buy one, though?
It's it. You could, but like knowing how the reeds work and how to make them, and you learn how to adjust them yourselves, and like they're just better than store-bought ones.
Oh.
That's pretty dude. So like, did you like buy all these instruments, or did you have to like rent them out?
Oh my god. Did you guys know college students like who pursue music professionally, they pull out like loans. Like I'm talking like car loans, like 20-30 bands, like just for their instruments. I
Why
did.
I'm
don't
looking at the
30?
price of these bassoons, dude. $8,000.
Oh, that's fucked
Oh,
up.
that's a student model, bro. like 8,000 for a bassoon's nothing.
Oh,
No, I'm looking at like the base, like entry level prices.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm seeing some 40Ks, some 100Ks, but like
Yeah,
$100,000.
yeah. Those are like the professional models.
I do remember a friend throughout high school who had a cello, not band obviously, but I think he had to take out a loan for about 20,000 to get his cello, or the one he already had. He'd been using it, but
Like,
yeah, it
is
was
that
somewhere
not
around
nuts?
there.
I think that's pretty nuts.
dude, the highest end drum kit is probably gonna cost you like $5,000 max.
Yeah.
Anything past that is excessive.
It's because they care about like the it's handcrafted, so like
Yeah, well, my dick is handcrafted. All right.
yeah.
my
There's
God.
only like
He's been molding it for years.
only
I
10
haven't.
people in the world can make it, so
I feel like when I was an orchestra kid, I never bought I played the double bass. I never bought it, but I remember like looking at prices and stuff. I don't remember it being nearly that expensive. Maybe it was just because they were shitty, but
yeah.
Ellie, how much was
probably-
your viola?
It's kind of
I rented. It was $75 a year.
yeah, like
Dude,
come
that
on.
is such a dude.
That's okay. Yeah, see, that's what I did for my bassoon. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not thinking
yeah.
buy one outright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I
not-
rented my viola. I think it was around like $50 a year,
Yeah.
and then I forgot to return it, so we just bought it.
Oops.
They would
How much do you pay for that?
I don't know. It's like we paid like an extra $500. I think the total price was like. No, I think we.
That's
No, it was like
$1,400.
1,400.
Yeah, that
It was
that's
it was
definitely
really
steal.
cheap.
No, yeah. I think like student like instruments are usually around $500 anyway. So you probably
Yeah.
bought it for the amount that it's worth.
Also, violas are like the laughing stock of string instruments. So
Viola.
none of them are very expensive. Or they're very cheap.
There is good expensive ones. There is good expensive ones, but no one cares about them, so they don't exist.
Yeah. It's like the middle child of like string instruments. It's it's in that awkward position where it's like it doesn't fit in with like the violins or the cellos.
And everyone
like-
does forget about it existing.
Yeah.
I recently watched a concert, and the smallest section by far was the viola. So
You will
Really?
never find a sizable viola section, and you're gonna have an even harder time finding like a good viola section because
yeah,
I feel like when in all my years of orchestra, the viola section was always small, but the basses were always smaller.
I mean, that makes
that's
sense.
understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was
I think
always-
most orchestras have like 3-4 bassists.
It was always like me and someone else. At best, maybe 3 people, but usually just 2 people. And usually we'd have like 7 violas or something.
One year, I think I did have 6 basses in my orchestra.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of basses.
it is. We also had
That's sick, though.
a dedicated pianist, a drummer, and I think 3 harp players. So
Dude, that's sick.
You got a
Crazy.
dedicated pianist.
yeah,
I think my orchestra teacher was a pianist, and then one of the drum teachers or one of the assistant drum teachers, I think he's like what like Jacob's doing right now, I think, for your job. He's like an instructor.
Yeah. Like kind of like student teaching, kind of.
Yeah, but kind of part-time, kind of full-time. But like
Yeah.
that guy was like a master on the kit. Like
I
Yeah.
bet.
we played the orchestra played Led Zeppelin's Kashmir for like before we graduated in middle school, and he went off on the drum kit. It was insane.
Led Zeppelin
yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
goated.
Yeah, I can't relate to any of this because I play piano.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I
Just
kinda
banking
wish-
stuff. Just banking stuff.
Dude, I think the Korean rite of passage though is like you play piano, then they force you to pick up a string instrument.
No. They forced me to play. My parents forced me to play violin when I was like in kindergarten.
That's
Whoa.
like that's like foreigner rite of passage, not just Korean. I think that's every foreign parent does that.
Yeah, probably.
That's fair. I mean, I say it like it's Korean because I have like a lot of like other
It's a
minority friends, but like
it's a
Koreans, it's
guarantee.
guaranteed. Yeah,
It's a guarantee. Yeah, I get that.
like a lot of like, I think other of my friends, like they'd like go into like band or something, and unfortunately, some of them become band kids. Not like the Jacob. Were you like a band kid? Band kid, like
You know, I some may say yeah. I try to by like as I grew older, I try to disassociate with them, but I still like music. You know, nothing's wrong with band kids.
Not one of them.
Nothing's wrong with band.
the nothing wrong in question.
Nothing. The nothing. Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say the nothing wrong in
Nothing's
question.
wrong.
Oh my god, I'm thinking of those band kid TikToks, like the.
They're horrible. I wish they weren't I wish they weren't like so spot on too, because I've had so many situations where it was exactly like that. It's horrible.
I think the most common one, or the one that everyone sees, is when they start playing like the Soviet national anthem. I think everyone's had that.
Mhm.
What?
Oh yeah. The trombone kid would play that in my band.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What I had an orchestra kid who would spam Song of Storms on his violin.
Oh, dude, we had someone like
Everywhere.
that as well. We had someone like that as well.
Always Ocarina of Time.
Like they only play Nintendo music.
Yeah, either Nintendo music, but more specifically, like it was always someone who knew like an Ocarina of Time song. Always. All the time. Never stopping.
I had like the super generic band kids at my school. I remember waiting for the bus one day after school, and this kid just walked up unannounced and just pulled out his phone and started showing me Rick and Morty episodes. And I didn't know what to do. I literally had to stand there and just like watch with
That's
him.
fine.
And he would just point and laugh at it. Like he was so he started explaining it to me as well, which I think was the funniest
watch
part.
along.
I did until my bus got there and I left instantly.
Bro's
But
getting
still.
assaulted by Rick and Morty.
Dude, it was
Point
crazy.
and laugh.
Because it wasn't like the normal bus. It was the second bus after the first bus because I was coming back from swim practice, and so I had to wait for ages. And that guy, like, I think, was like a like marching band, so they practiced late too. Horrible, horrible day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was
Good.
not leaving. You had to experience
Oh,
that.
yeah, dude, if he was waiting on someone, he found me and was now going to make that person who he was waiting on wait for him to show me all these episodes. It was over.
Dude, that's literally like a form of torture. Like they use that at Guantanamo Bay.
I didn't know what to say. I just kept agreeing with him about when he started talking about like whatever the fuck was going on in the episode. We gotta love band kids. Gotta love them.
I think band kids and orchestra kids have like they're very different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like their cultures are so different. I think band kids are like, how do you put band kids? They're like cringe, but they know they're not self-aware. Are they?
I think they're not self-aware. They're very unaware of how they're acting.
Some
That's
are.
cringe.
Some are aware. Some are aware. Some love the embrace the cringe. I don't know how
But
else to
they
say it.
embrace the bit.
Yeah.
Alright, should we get started?
Yeah.
Alright.
Who wants to start it? Who wants to? I feel like you should, Alex. You're the head.
Wait,
On
what,
standby.
what's happening?
I think you should welcome everyone.
Oh, I thought we did. Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Just
No.
Jacob.
Hello.
You're
I'm,
only
Yeah. Just me. Just me.
We never
you know,
did.
I'm Alex.
Yeah.
I play Osu. Ellie, go next.
Oh, I'm Ellie. I'm Cuck Wheezy. If you know me, you know me.
He's that guy.
It was also like, I don't know, the best sudden death player at a period of time.
At some point.
And
Andrew.
Alright, my name's Andrew. I'm Toybot Nonosu.
Nightbeat.
Who? What?
No,
Mr.
it's
Toybot.
Toybot. It's
I-
Toybot.
I do share the same name. And I nap on Osu. And
Okay.
Big fan.
Any popular maps you've created? List them
Uh,
off. Juice yourself.
nah, they all suck.
What are you known for? What are you known for, buddy?
I love your Muteki no soldier.
I love your Beat Bit Futures map.
I know you do.
I love your
You
draw
made
me
a
a map.
gift it for it.
Let me feel the
Wait,
top.
what? What map? I've never heard of Tramia.
Okay. Hello, my name is Avery, otherwise known as Wixinator, possibly librarian. I don't know. I play small circles. or something.
Very fast, small circles.
That's true. They can be fast sometimes.
On the
Not much else
occasion.
about that.
Alright. Speaking of which, what do you all want to get like grubby with? Get your hands all into. We got like
You want to talk about some OWC predictions?
no. I
Okay.
don't. Sure, why not?
Some
We can
predictions
we can do it really quickly.
as a collective whole. Discuss is what you're saying.
Yeah, just any big things you feel about this weekend, like, you know, I feel like, I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of matches.
Yeah. Interesting bracket setup, I think. That as
True.
well.
I think the only one that really shocked me was the fact that Canadians inted, which means
Oh my gosh.
that Canada faces Germany next, and then USA faces Germany or Canada,
Yeah, that's
Which-
kind of fucked up.
which sounds really fucked up for semifinals. I think
Yeah.
no, is it semis? No, quarterfinals.
Or yeah, even earlier. I
Yeah.
talked to Ryan Ryuke a bit about it,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't. Did you guys watch his stream as he was doing quals?
No,
No.
I was not.
Man, that it was kind of tense. Like after every map, like I think the entire team knew that like, oh my gosh, we could do better. Like after every single map, because Jay and Zudi were not, necessarily
Yeah,
playing the
they're-
best because of their
They were at
setups.
TwitchCon,
Yeah, but and so like the pressure, Ryan felt like the pressure fell on him to like, at least perform as expected, and like, he just like underperformed. Like he struggles being that guy, which I totally understand. Like being that guy to like do super well all the time is like so nerve wracking.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Alex. Like,
Yeah,
What do you
how's it
mean?
how's it
I'm
feel,
not, I'm not
Alex?
that guy.
Wait, you're not that.
He's not that guy. It's okay.
You're not that guy this year. Now you've got
If-
Vaxi to carry
Because,
that
like,
guy
if
for
you
you.
think about it too much, like it just like screws with you, and like because of that, Ryan, man, he was just like missing on air, and like I don't know, it's just bad. Not too hot, but they come back from it in their bracket. I'm sure of it. I think they
I
might
believe.
beat Germany. I think.
I almost feel like early stage they do kind of beat Germany. I don't know though. I think right now, any interesting lineups? We got China versus Japan. Kind of funny.
I mean, that's sick.
I can't. Nothing that like really. I guess like there's some stuff like I think that would be more tense. Like I think Australia, Taiwan, Italy, New Zealand, but
hmm
for the most part, most of them I feel like a winner is clear. I guess China, Japan, yeah.
I'm looking forward to France Brazil. Honestly,
Really?
France-
That's a
Brazil.
matchup?
yeah.
That
is
is
that
that is a
16-17?
matchup.
Is that 16-17?
I forgot the actual. I can't recall the seedings.
It's
18,
France
15.
Brazil 15-18, yeah.
Oh, yeah, kind of close.
I feel like there's gonna be so many upsets this round, more so than other years. I don't know.
You
There's
feel like,
I just got this feeling.
dude, I have like this. I also get that itch, or like that feeling. I'm just like, oh my god. The pool's easy enough where it could really go either way for a lot of teams.
Yeah, it's quite nerve wracking. And like especially if it's like a lower seeded team versus a higher seeded team, like they might have the confidence knowing that oh, we could definitely like upset like a team on like a lot of maps,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
How do you feel about your match versus Thailand?
versus Thailand.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my inaugural match in OC World Cup. Quite awesome. Heard a lot of good things about Lusbury. Seen a lot of good stuff. Isn't that also the team with I think his name's Chests and like that
Yeah,
Force and
yeah.
stuff. Like I know they're pretty good, and like I know they're just a bunch of D rankers, and so like on a 6-star pool, you know, that's a little. It's not concerning. It's just something to keep me on my toes during the match. You know, I fully expect like Lesperi to pop off. I pulled up the team here. It's like Lesperi, Kadama, Minecrafter, Chess, Depi Force, Arigato, Bracket Freeze Bracket, and Bracket Master Bracket.
Bracket, yeah. The bracket team.
Yeah. So pretty good team. I don't know like 4 of them, but the other 4 I do know, and they're pretty good. So
Alex, how are you feeling about that match?
It's chill. It'll be a chill match.
Chill.
yeah, honestly, I think the most concerning thing about the match is the match time itself. It's so late for the USA.
Oh wait, what time is it?
It's gonna be at 4 UTC. Alex,
5.
4 or 5? Yeah, something like that.
That's 1 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah,
10
and
p.m. West Coast.
yeah, 10 p.m. my time. So, I will have to drink up on some Red Bulls or something like 2 hours prior. I can't be missing on my first match, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the pool especially, I mean, I asked a bit about it earlier. I think the pool will keep it interesting. I think especially with Thailand and like Lesperi, I think there's a chance we could see some points taken off. I don't think you guys will lose even remotely close, but I could see it maybe losing a point
Dude,
or two.
Dude,
Perhaps.
it
Yeah.
always happens. Like it's like it's fate.
It happens. It's fate. But
We're definitely losing a point. Like we got it. Like it's like tradition, man.
It's
It
tradition.
happens.
Well, see, last year seeing 2-0 Israel, like, I mean, it was funny, you know, but they brought it back.
It you could say it is unreal. Like that shit was something else.
Awful. I mean, didn't you guys say that you guys just didn't like practice last year?
Yeah, well, everyone woke up when the match started. Some people woke up after the match started.
Aye.
I SS no mod 1 and we still lost.
That's how 6 stars goes.
Yeah, 6-star no more than 1.
That's just how it goes. That's some like Hippo Cup stuff, man.
Yeah.
But hey, clutch through. Like, I think the biggest thing for OWC this year for me is I think I'm doing my best not to go on the Twitch streams or listen to VODs of my own matches. Because it's so easy to dog on the USA. I get it. No one wants to see them win. But
Hey, in everyone's head, the US is just like the supervillain because
yeah. And I'm the type of guy where when I play story games, I just about never play the evil guy. I always do good playthroughs of games, you know, good morality stuff, like. And then now I got to be the bad guy. It's kind of my first time being the bad guy. Not gonna lie.
I don't think it's nearly as, or I don't think it's necessarily as much bad guy because I still think there's a lot of people rooting for the USA. I think people just want to see upsets, and whether that's the USA losing or some other big team losing, I think as long as it's exciting, people will be satiated. People are just hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we
People want a
lost
good
in
show.
semifinals and then just kind of won both brackets in grands.
Yeah.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Yeah. That was last year. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good show. Yeah.
It's a good show.
Makes for good drama.
And I think there
good
will be
drama.
I think there will be a good show this year, personally.
I one thing I don't like is that even if we find a way to make like the most uncontroversial, like very like super like what like I don't know if politically correct is the right term, but like super PC, like no mistakes, like the perfect like team, in terms of that, in that sense, people will still find a way to shit on the US. Like, it does not matter.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess. I think this year, maybe this is
This
true.
year especially.
This year, I think I can agree with some of the points people might be making. I can
Yeah,
understand
well-
why. I can understand why it gets frustrating when it's just constant. But
It is constant. And I think people need to understand that players aren't objects. We're also people. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a shitty thing to do to like berate the entire team over very minor things or just constantly shit on a country because that's where they're from.
Do
Yeah,
you guys think that your qualifier placement this year will change any of that, or
No.
you'd still be super villain?
I mean,
I think
Eh.
I almost feel like people
like
are like
any pressure,
it fed
yeah.
I think it fed like the audience like what they wanted because they're gonna take this as a, oh, the US is finally they finally have a
faltering.
weakness, they're fumbling.
the chink in the armor.
I don't know, I mean, we lost in semis last year but still won.
yeah. How was that like? Like losing a match, losing in the bracket.
Honestly, I was sick at the time, and I was one of the core players, so I could not perform well that weekend. So it was really frustrating at first, but then when we started to like just sweep, and when we like swept in basically swept in finals, and then like 7-2, 7-4 in grands,
Yeah,
you get. I mean,
yeah.
the team was looking very happy.
Yeah. It was,
Motivation was at an all-time high eventually.
I think
eventually-
I think it'll get there. I think we just have to let some of the early rounds go through. I think no matter what, whoever won last year, people are gonna want to lose. So I guess we'll just have to see. I think you'll even out more so, but
Mm-hmm.
I think there will be more supporters of some other countries this year.
Always has been, you know.
True.
Like, I like to take examples from the different game modes. Like in Mania, whenever Korea wins, like, I don't know, I don't see them getting the villain treatment. I don't see Japan and Taiko getting the villain treatment.
I mean, wait? I feel like there was an upset in Japan, or sorry, I feel like there was an upset in either Mania or Taiko this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Philippines
It was in
won
one
Mania
of
this
them.
year,
It was in one. of them. I
Yeah,
forgot
Philippines
which one.
won like a Mania 4K.
and then the US won 7K, I think,
Yeah,
or was it something
Korea
like
is
that?
actually like not the best country in Mania anymore.
Isn't 7K
Maybe.
like the game mode for Mania players?
I think
For
it
the
depends.
highest level, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait,
But everyone plays 4K.
no! 4K
Yeah.
USA won this year.
Oh, is it opposite?
Oh, 7K.
It might-
Then
yeah,
the
it might be
Philippines won
opposite.
7K.
Yeah, so you know,
I think that's kind of random. though.
yeah, Philippines won 7K, USA won 4K. You know,
Like, is that like as random as like?
I don't
know.
think it's that random.
It's not too random.
From
Is
what
it
I-
like Canada winning OWC in standard? Like what's like the equivalent?
I might be wrong, but I feel like I remember discussion around the time it being something that was like kind of not super expected. Obviously, it's an upset still, but I don't think it's like nearly as out there. I think it's more like, I don't know. I'm assuming it's more like third place winning. I guess Canada got third place a year, did they?
Yeah, they got there in
Yeah.
like 2020 or something.
Whenever Azer retired.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's more like Germany winning. I guess maybe not.
Yeah. This
Maybe-
Germany roster,
Maybe Poland winning.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
how do you feel about the
Poland
German
winning.
roster?
Okay, the Germany roster, it doesn't look too hot to me. Losing Shark is kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. And it showed in quals, but again, they might power spike later in the bracket. Who knows?
I think they're still a lot weaker.
Yeah, I just think it gets into dangerous territory when you have to rely on your core members as much as they do. You know, with White Cat Kriller and Okinamo.
Yeah.
But when like a country like the USA or Canada also has like 3 or 4 core roster members, right? But they also have like a really, really good supporting cast, and like I feel like the supporting cast for Germany is really weak comparatively.
I see it. Talking about Germany's OWC, I saw this tweet from Shiox and I thought it was kind of funny. It's the only thing I really know about the Germany OWC team that's different was Shiox making the team. So I don't know.
I thought that guy was cheating. His
Uh,
plays are kind of unreal. Like he's really good.
I really hope I can pop off an OWC and get my first badge from OWC. If I didn't decline invites to super teams, I'd have 6 badges by now, but I wanted OWC to be my first so bad.
Happy no,
That's-
6 badges.
I'm gonna work my ass off and hope it's okay. I just thought that was really funny.
That's
Yeah.
so petty.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
but just get a badge, bro. Like
Yeah, man. If I didn't
It's
decline super team invites, I mean, same. I've been asked to so many super teams. Trust me. I'm too humble for it personally, but
You have?
yeah, all of them, all of them. I'm like
Is-
a first option. People always ask
Yeah.
when I decline. Yeah,
Wix could have been on Flipinski if
I-
you wanted to.
I was a part of Starbound. If you think about it. I was a part of Rubber Conquest. I was one of their first choices. But they switched up. They were like,
Yeah.
okay.
Back when Habib actually played the game.
Habib is so good.
I think
What? Sorry.
yeah, Habib is really good.
Yeah.
I think the only other team that was a shock to me was I was surprised how good the Philippines is.
I'm not surprised.
Henry.
I guess
I'm
I
not
was
surprised.
I guess it's expected when you look at their team, but I never really put it together until tryouts. Oh, this team is really good.
Dude, I don't
I feel-
recognize half their players.
I think they really screwed the people with their name changes, but I think
Yeah.
people really, really slept on Hyok and Nathan Ram.
Oh yeah,
So
Hyok
hard.
and Nathan Ram are so good.
Like those guys are up there with Scylla, in my eyes, and they have 2-3 of them on the team plus Henri. That's just that's the recipe for a top 3 potential team. From how I see it, they're really good. Philippines
Yeah.
represent.
Dude, Hyuk isn't even Filipino. He's
Yeah,
Korean.
He's Korean.
Oh yeah,
He's-
he is.
He's Korean, yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah. I don't know if he moved to the Philippines or was raised
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
he was
Chuck.
raised.
He went to the army. Yeah.
Okay.
But how does that happen? It's
know, but-
it's really interesting. But I don't know. That's
Yeah.
all, guys.
I'm just saying, if Hyuk was playing on SK,
Yeah,
that'd be
he,
GG.
he'd make
Like-
the SK team.
Oh, I think he'd more than just make the SK.
Yeah,
I,
he would
I think
definitely-
he more than just
He
yeah.
low key might be a core member. So, yeah, Philippines, really cool team. Really cool team. I think they just suffer with their full players.
Yeah. But I'm still excited to see how they go because having such a strong core still means they can make it. Especially when your
Yeah.
core is so capable of the more gimmicky stuff. I think not needing to worry nearly as much about that is going to make it very interesting.
I think there are particular skill sets as well. Is really showcased well in OWC map pools,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So
I can imagine Philippines top 3 upset.
absolutely. Same thing with Russia. Hold on. There's the Philippines, Russia, and maybe Germany, right? That can all go top 3.
Yeah.
Really, really, not scary to look at, but it's neat.
It's yeah, I think it's shocking how I feel there's at least 8 teams that I could see being top 3 and not be super shocked.
Like has Russia ever gone top 3 or Philippines?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
This
don't
is
think so.
definitely the
Maybe
strongest year.
maybe Russia
would be
a long
crazy
time ago,
first.
but
Yeah, like it would be crazy first for them, and I think it'd be really cool. I think this is going to be the most competitive OWC yet.
Yeah.
Don't they say that every year though? But like for real,
I believe it. I believe it.
I think
for
I think
realsies
the
this time.
pool of team. I think the pool of teams that can play or like can like get to top 3 has definitely increased. More competition than previous.
Yeah, more competition is spread out, especially towards like as it like reaches like the middle seeds. Like even like the middle seed teams are pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, like some of these middle seeds, when we were reaching middle seeds, I was like, I don't feel like these are teams I'd imagine as middle seeds. Like seeing China, Hong Kong, I mean Canada. I guess Canada's middle seeds.
And Canada was kind of a grow.
Technically middle
yeah.
seed.
Yeah, they don't count. They don't count.
Yeah, but like that and Taiwan, I know they lost players, but it was still surprising to see them so low. Like, just there's so many teams that have really strong players that are just. It's scary because it does mean there's a lot of potential upsets, especially in these easier rounds.
I think this skill parity makes it so much more enjoyable to watch, and I'm gonna enjoy the VODs after it's all over. I can't watch them now. But I'll watch them like after it's all over.
Does it just hurt mental to watch them?
The what?
Hurt mental to watch them. Watch the VODs.
Yeah. Like I don't think it would, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
as my first year, no, thank you.
Listening and just listening in to T1G, instead of trashing Bashi, this time it's you. I
Yeah,
think
no,
the weakest
no.
link is definitely WUCHI.
Yeah. I've had enough of that from USC. Like, I think I'm good. Like, if I look at the commentator sheet and I see T1G listed, like I'm just watching unmuted.
Speaking of which, that was crazy. That
The
little
Bashi
interaction.
Man little.
Yeah, the Bashi Man clip. That is crazy.
Yeah, like I knew someone was about to catch flack. It just so happened to be Joe. Like that was just so unlucky.
I'm surprised. Like, I feel like Joe performed last year.
I think it might just be because of the lack of variety in the maps he played. Like he only went in for like so few maps. Like he did well on them, but like he did go in for like a lot less maps than like other players on the team, and that might just like painted a bad picture in T1G's head.
Yeah, I understand that, but the point of a specialist is that they specialize. Like, I'm not putting a neurosurgeon into like, I don't know, dentistry. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like
That was
a lot.
quite
Like,
unfortunate.
like I'm not gonna flame like a commercial pilot for not being able to like conduct a train. Like, so dumb. I also think it was really disingenuous and really disrespectful because I think in a professional setting that kind of behavior shouldn't be tolerated. And I'm pretty sure if someone like that was on like ESPN or any other like very big like sports or esports outlet,
so
they would not. Their career would be over. But since it's Osu,
I'll be honest, I was not watching that because it was really early in the morning, and I also it takes so long, and it's just talk. What did he say that was that bad? I thought he just was like, yeah, I think Bashi's the weak link.
It was essentially that, but just said in a little
Toxic
worse than
manner?
that.
Didn't he say it in like a pretty inflammatory way?
yeah, he's
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
like Avery. It's like if I said, yeah, you're like the worst player in the game. I still like you, but you're the worst player in the game.
Oh.
Like I think saying I still like you, like that part, like I don't think that like makes it any better.
I feel like that makes it worse, actually.
Yeah, like that. I don't think that excuses like the
I
fact
like
that,
you,
like, you say
but
something
you're
like that.
garbage at the
Yeah.
game.
I think it was really poorly worded, but like he eventually just doubled down on what he said. So it's just that's just not it, man.
Yeah,
I think if it was worded more like Yeah, I think Bashi's the more specialized player, and he's not really as important. If he said something like that, then I think that's a very fair judgment of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just
But-
think it's difficult to find a player like Bashi who's so proficient in gimmick, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
Especially for like more like gimmicky picks, because they do exist.
Mhm. Speaking of more upsets, I mean, we all know about the Decadent incident.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's the biggest upset.
Yeah, I like to equate that with the US does one little thing wrong and everyone flames them for it. I think this is one of those moments.
I disagree, because I'm not gonna trash on the USA for every single minor mistake, because every country does that. But I do think that was troll. Like I think that was like legitimately troll. And when you're seeing a lot of people who are like US supporters or like previous USA OWC players like not supporting it, then I think it's more than just USA bad. Like
I mean, the only reason I put it that way, and I think I have a very fair reason to say that, is because I actually did support putting Sean on the team. I was one of like 2 or 3 people that originally wanted him over another player on the team, because I thought that having a stronger lineup on what we're already good at and guaranteeing victories on those picks over having a couple more contested picks for gimmick, I thought like having a stronger core would have been more important. But
yeah, and I mean like that is the exact reason I have said every single time that I'm like, yeah, I think Decadent should be on the team. It's just simply like there are so many picks that like sure you're strong on, but you could be stronger on, and making sure you 100% get that pick every single time is something I think Decadent would have brought to the team.
But as Takedo said, or like he did clarify afterwards, like the reason like the choices that were made is because he was under the impression that Sean was like rusty, and we made the team before MGC even started, like the Embrek Grandmaster Cup, and I kept telling him that I don't know, we should give it a bit more time, and we just decided to go and make the roster anyways. I even asked, hey, we should probably do like a runoff lobby or something to like make sure that we're getting the right players that we need, and he kind of
with the runoff lobbies.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that is the most trolling cope thing I've ever heard. Yeah, he's
from Takedo.
Yeah, he's rusty.
Yeah.
Hello, I feel like we just weren't watching.
No, it's a fair assessment, because he did not do so hot in Corsace Open, and he wasn't playing too well at the time.
Yeah, and even I think for like OWC quals too, he did get 5th, and like.
I think he did play really well for quals, and
I just think
I kept saying like, or I didn't keep saying, but I did mention that you know Sean is like, he's like basically a core player at this point. His performance last year is like impeccable, and if he can de-rust and get to that point again, he might as well be on the team. But I should have maybe I maybe should have pushed harder, but it is what it is, and I think if people are gonna keep talking about, oh, Decadent should have been on the team,
I think that's just
the US, are they stupid? Like, I think that is so disrespectful to the players that are already on the team, and there's already like a sunk cost fallacy there. Like, we already made the decisions, we made them, and in hindsight they might have been terrible, but we have to do with what we have. We have to make the best of what we got.
I mean,
so I think it's more important to do the best that we can with what we have, rather than dwindle on the past and keep thinking, this player should have been on the team. Oh, that should have happened.
People are always going to like speculate and debate and talk about that sort of thing, especially when it comes to OWC. Like they do it with all big tournaments where they're like, oh, well, they have this player, they can do this pick or something, and they like. It's almost like when you watch anime and they're like power scaling characters. Like, oh my god, can Goofy beat Red Shanks? How did I forget his name? Shank.
Thanks, I think.
Like, can they beat him? Like, whatever. Like, that sort of deal. And so I think it's always going to be talked about no matter what.
Yeah, but that doesn't disregard my point of saying that people who do that are kind of NPCs.
I don't know. I don't think they're NPCs where it's like necessarily a bad thing to discuss. I can understand why it gets frustrating, especially because that is the main talking point every single time that USA is mentioned. But I mean, like, I don't know. When you see how
USA bad, haha, USA bad.
But like when you do see Decadent's performance, that is like, I don't know. It is the first thing that comes to mind. I can understand.
It's
but
like epitome of bad timing there.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Like it's hard to not say anything. Like it's pretty much impossible to expect people to say absolutely nothing, and people are always going to talk no matter what. And I think expecting much less is kind of wrong, simply because like
I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm pointing out that the people that behave like that are dumb. That's how I'm gonna put it. Like, it's inevitable, and dumb people are everywhere.
I think there's a lot more dumb people than you're thinking.
And you'd be like that.
Then again, like I said, I was a Decadent supporter. I kind of wish he was on the team, but it's very unfortunate, and I'm gonna try to do the best I can with the hand I'm dealt with.
Am I the hand that was dealt to you?
No.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I think obviously USA is going to still make it far, but I personally am.
You mean win?
I mean,
Avery, you are like the USA hater. I know.
I'm just a bit of a South Korea supporter this year, and
Wow.
I get it.
Okay,
yeah, that's fair.
It's the veterans that have their last year on the line of being like really there for the chance versus like the outstanding king who's won for the past 6 years or something. It's there's a storyline there, and I'm excited for that storyline. It reminds me of Worlds last year, where it was like T1, where they're like, I guess you could say the Kings, even though they hadn't won the years prior. It's still like the favorite.
So you're saying you'd support a US team if the constant victors were SK?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you like a good underdog story, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, no,
it's all about the narrative, right?
It's about the narrative. It's about the narrative.
It is interesting, to see
it is.
I'm not at all like I don't care nearly as much about like which country's attached to it as like, again, the narrative, like the teams. I think it's just really fun to like think about, like, OMG, I'm a part of that, like seeing team matchups and like, oh my god, who's gonna win, and getting excited for the matches. That's kind of what like this whole time of the year is with OWC.
Yeah. I think I do have my mind is kind of narrow in the sense that I kind of assume everyone who like hates on someone or a country is like kind of like a like those like very typical soccer fans, like they are like really like toxic sports fans. Like, I get reminded of that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pretty much are toxic sports fans.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes like I would pull up a Twitch stream and I'm like following a match, but let's just listening to the audio. It's kind of like when you listen to the audio of like a football game. You're just listening to the casters give out the calls. Like I treat OSU tournaments like a sports sometimes, like a sports stream.
Mm-hmm. Talking about that, I really want Blank Tap to be there
commentary,
and I don't know if Blank Tap is commentating, and I'm really.
No, I think he got denied again, right?
which
Yeah.
frustrates me,
Oh,
especially
he's applied before.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
he applied to
I,
see.
I just think I can understand why they don't want him, but I think he just adds so much that's just missing. In
I think it's
overall
hard
commentary.
to get someone like Blank Tap in because it's like I think like the staff the staff circle is a circle jerk in itself. Like
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it. It's
You see the same staff on like every tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
and-
true.
I like it's hard to break into it, you know? Like if it's like how do I put it? I don't know, but like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're
it's
saying.
like if it's trying to include yourself in that group that probably doesn't want more people in that group
It's
because
kinda
they're
like-
already such a tight knit clique. It's
the
I kinda hate to see
the premier professional group. I think it's less so that and more so he just brings such a different vibe to casting that I don't think
Yeah.
has
yeah,
ever
he's
been-
very
That
It's
no one
very
else is doing
energetic.
in
goofy,
OSU.
yeah.
but
Yeah,
nobody
who-
else is doing it, and I think that's a
Who
good thing.
else is like doing commentary this year then?
And I think
If he's
having
not.
I think having people in OWC who are like there to kind of like
There-
OWC.
There was that one Taiko player that was commentating before. What's his name?
Is it Mingo or is it like some other dude?
The guy that always says, "You're champions! You're OWC 2017 champions!"
Is
Like
it a
you know the
Japanese guy?
no, it's a
Like or a Taiko guy?
that guy. I think he was kind of funny. Like he kind of had like some Blank Tap energy, but like not like as extreme.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what it is I think whatever OWC does, like, no matter what it is, impacts all of their tournaments for the next year. And so I think, I don't know, I think including stuff like that, which is healthy for the commentating, I think it could be nice.
I
a nice
think it
change-
was
change of pace.
Doland.
Yeah, it was Dolan. He's a catch the beat player.
Mm,
Yeah. Oh yeah, catch
Catch
player.
the beats.
Yeah, the best game mode.
My favorite game mode.
Yeah, he was a really goofy commentator.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hope to
I
see
think-
more of it.
I think Blink Tap would be able to get on OWC if there were just more commentators with that like play-by-play energy.
I think if
But
you had
no one
someone,
really wants to like take up that role besides him.
maybe not
Mhm.
like that sort of energy, but like if you just had someone who worked with him, like who just like worked with, like just jumped off him really well. I don't know what you would say exactly, because he is more for like those hype moments. I guess it's like color caster versus analysis. Like if you had someone who was that analysis, I think that'd be good. But I mean, whatever. It's not gonna happen this year, sadly. Maybe next year. I believe in
Yeah.
Blank Tap.
Speaking of which, Vaxe and MREC Grandmaster tournament.
In
Kind of
MGC.
This guy, every match he's won so far has been through tiebreaker.
I
Yeah.
think.
Which stage of the
uh,
bracket are they in right now?
I think
They're in
not-
grand finals.
I think I remember.
Is he in loser grands?
Yeah, he's in
Yeah.
losers grands.
I see.
I think I remember seeing a message or tweet or something. I forget where I saw it, but I remember seeing. Vaxi saying, "I'm putting on a show." He is like he's Aya Nakoji. I feel like he's doing this on purpose. Even if it's closer than intentional, I feel like there's something.
Yeah,
to it.
he's like the mastermind. He's the puppet master.
I think
He
he's the
knows what
mastermind.
he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
I swear,
This
I
isn't
almost
coincidence.
I almost feel like he's doing it in OWC too.
Uh oh. Wait.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, his
Wasn't he, like,
performance in
seventh?
quals. Yeah, like he played well.
Yeah, he played well. But I guess like not up to Vax's
Not up to
standards.
his standards. I mean, you could say that, but it's more so that I think he's trying to rig the matches in a way where it's gonna be very funny or like exciting to watch, but not very fun for the people playing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I don't
we're gonna
know.
have to see.
I think bringing every single person to tiebreaker is it's an interesting coincidence, but like holy shit, you know, like if I almost feel like he's doing it on purpose.
He just wants to play the sidebreakers, man. They're good
Yeah.
maps.
It's definitely like looking like he wants to put on a show no WC too. I don't know with the way things have been going.
Okay, I will say MGC the grand finals tiebreaker kind of sucks.
What is it?
I think the
EDM
yeah.
squad.
Is it is it a custom song?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if the song's custom. It's custom.
It's a custom map. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the second half of the map is really good. Like I think it's excellent, but the first half is so troll.
I mean, it can't be worse. It can't be worse than the Taikani Corsace one. I mean,
Visually, it's. I think aesthetically and visually, you could say it's better, but playability-wise, I think the Tekkeni one actually plays better than the first half of this map.
okay, that is.
It's really,
Okay.
it's really
Who
not
mapped it?
fun to.
Like
Real-Lazy-
5 different people.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Like
Real
Mega
Lazy,
collab.
Devious Panda, Kawari, Iljaz, and Deka.
Those guys have way too much connections, man.
Another circle jerk, you already know.
Yeah,
Racist mapping.
but hey, if it makes cool maps, I mean, it
I'm
works.
like,
But
I'm
if
so
it's not-
jaded at this point. Like, I see like the same 3 mappers making tiebreakers, and I'm like, this just isn't interesting. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they're
just
all
use the
fake and
same-
I can't play it, so
they use like the same concepts on everything.
And
I
that was
think-
the same for Corsace Open this year, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mappers.
The
my
map
gosh.
in particular that I think about when it's like every single map since then has felt like kind of similar is
Yeah,
OW
it's
the Camellia
same people.
custom. Was it Upart? Yeah, it was Upart. I feel like since Uparts, maybe it was slightly before, but like since Uparts, like every tiebreaker feels like Uparts in some way.
Yeah, I think Uparts was the peak, and then it kind of like degenerated since
Yeah.
then.
I gotta say, Uparts is sick as fuck. I know a lot of people don't like Uparts, but like I think that map is like peak TB.
Okay, that map, it definitely does not play as. I
doesn't
think
play
over
too
time
well.
it doesn't play too well as like. What was the U song?
You RPG.
Yeah, RPG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like RPG played better, and then the 2022's TB played very comfortably. It was a little too comfortable for a TB.
yeah. Which one was that? Was that
Like
the
Seastress.
Seastress Extra
Yeah, that
Judgment.
map. Yeah. That one does play really well. But like Uparts is like has like cool factor to it. I don't know.
It's
I
just,
know what
the
you're
one
talking
being,
about.
like it's like the first one.
Mhm.
I think they've been doing custom songs.
Well, all I can say is, as an OWC map puller, I am excited for this year.
Don't tell me Devious
I'm
Panda,
not-
Real
I'm
Lazy,
not-
Kawari, Iljaz,
Yeah,
and
I don't
Deka
think
are on the
Panda's
TV.
team. I
I'm
don't think
not.
Panda's
I'm
on the
not.
team.
I'm not saying anything because if I do, Peppy will have a sniper shot at me.
Oh,
I think it's
and-
okay
and
to
my
say.
window.
I think it's okay to say like Panda's not on the team because he like publicly said.
Oh, did he
was-
publicly say that?
He was like displeased with how OWC payments went.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
That's
he's
a-
in it for the
behind-the-scenes
money.
thing.
That's a whole different other like
I didn't
subject
know. I
matter.
didn't. I didn't know
Yeah.
there was money involved. I'm getting paid jack shit. So.
You get a cool
No,
badge,
there-
man. What are we talking about?
Whenever
I'm
Force
getting
was
paid.
pooling,
I
OMG Force was pooling, like they paid the playtesters or something.
no. What
And there
happened
drama
was
with that.
they paid skill like $1,000 or
Yeah.
something dollars, and then Peppy realized, oh, there's so many playtesters. So then he asked Skill for the money back, and Skill didn't give it back.
Dude,
was
Skill
just-
got the heist of his life.
Yeah, literally. And he just didn't pay any other test players. So
Yes,
you know.
Skill said no.
Yeah,
Wow.
so instead, I got 6 months of supporter, which is awesome. Thank God. I
That's still
needed
something.
that.
Like
Yeah, exactly. Lots of
Dude,
money.
I got nothing. I mapped. Come on.
today I learned about skill. Awesome.
Fun little time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Panda's on the team.
yeah, I will say nothing. I can confirm nor deny anything.
Like,
Otherwise,
how do you feel? How do you feel about this round's
Pep-
pool? Wix.
I think most of the pools I'm happy with, or like these past 2 pools, I'm happy with. I think when they come out and everything's like fully done, because everything's like constantly changing, and so you have to like update everything in your head, and like it's still getting updated all the time. Even like it's just everything's constantly changing. So like trying to like always have a holistic view is kind of difficult, and so once it drops, my view kind of changes. Overall, I'm happy. I think looking back, like we did nerf DT1 in qualifiers. It was originally like 7.5 and we nerfed it to 7.3. Clearly that was a mistake. And I think every single pool is always going to be, in my opinion, pretty good, but I think there's always things you can do to make it better, as always. But
I just hope you make it a good first year for me.
yeah, we will be trying our best.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, no rigging.
We do a little bit of rigging.
Definitely no
I will
rigging.
I will say nothing. Say nothing.
The nothing in question.
Sweet.
Well, I don't know if there's anything else to say. I think we've reached an hour.
hmm
How are y'all feeling?
Well,
You are
it was great to meet you, Jacob. wudci.
Of course. it was good to
Lovely to
speak
lovely
on
to
by.
speak.
If you have any last things to say, anything going on with your life, you know.
Oh, last things to say. Yeah. I'm gonna crush in OWC. I'm gonna prove everyone wrong.
I believe.
I will be Deca 10.
May
Let's go.
Go
Yeah,
with the
oh,
smoke.
yeah. Please follow me on Twitter, guys. I believe it's just literally wudci. Is it wudci underscore? Something like that. Please find me. I want some followers.
What key underscore?
Yeah. Underscore at the end. And I'd greatly appreciate it. I love you all.
Make sure to check out USA versus, I forgot the country already. Make sure to
Taiwan.
check that out this
Just
week.
kidding.
Yeah,
Thailand.
Thailand.
Not
Actually,
Taiwan.
check out OWC in general. Like,
Yeah.
go watch the streams. It's gonna be a good time.
Take care, everyone.